that. All right, bro, you're good there. You're good there. Yeah, we're good. We looking good?
You guys look amazing.
All right, I'm gonna miss saying this because it doesn't feel right, but I guess Daly, go ahead and hit the red button, buddy.
Red button before last one.
Somebody with the start of the letter D. Go.
Your favorite amateur hacks are back for another season of the Sneaky Par Show. They're still shitty at golf and clueless in life, but having fun along the way. Over to you guys for...
Man, what a day today, huh? Market's a mess. The average day trader pissed off. What is going on out there?
I had friends lose like $500,000 with GameStop. I mean, this is bad.
Jesus Christ. I mean,
Wow.
I wish our show was an investing show because I have a lot of questions.
Sale.
Yeah, a lot of.
I
I
will
feel like a lot of questions that nobody has an answer to.
Yeah. I will tell you though, I was in a
answer.
panic last night to buy a stock that somebody told me was on one of the Reddit boards, and a friend of mine came through and he bought the stock. He's like, I'm gonna buy the same amount too. So we both bought it. And I think at 11 or 10:30 this morning, they halted trading on it. It's some like Coastal Maritime, it's called. It's some trash stock, but you know, they're trying to hey, we're just trying to live in a free market here and try to make money. We're all trying to help this company out. That's really what we're doing.
It's like the oldest scam in a book. You go on there, you go buy the stock, then you go on there to Reddit, post, hey, everybody do buy all the stock, and then the person that's in first makes all the money.
Yeah, but
And
guess what?
everybody's
No
just
one's
following
going to
for it.
listen to you if you're some random guy posting.
Yeah.
You need to have at least a little bit of clout to get your comment up on the Reddit on the top board.
Well, shit's a mess. I know our company stock did pretty well today, Daddy D. So that's always good news.
And the market came back a little bit today.
Yeah, you know, my number one customer hit me up. He's like, "Hey, Pure Storage stock," because he bought some as well, and he's like, "Hey, Pure Storage stock doing good." I'm like, "That's the kind of relationship you love, is when your best customer texts you on like non-work related stuff. Doesn't get better than that."
Well, your best customer loves the inside trading information.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, he's calling the wrong person because I don't know shit. But
You got the info?
Interesting.
we're here in our
everybody so
we're here in the studio. We have Chi-Town back in the studio. So welcome back, Bri. It's good to see you. It's been a while, man. You look good. You got the Michigan zip up.
Oh, the jump man.
I do. I have this on for a couple of reasons.
So hold on before you get to that.
Okay.
Daddy D found out you were coming to the studio and he took off to Arizona.
Yeah.
A lot.
So
I don't trust you.
Or
You've been in quarantine so long, you're not safe.
I mean, D, is that a strategic placement of that palm tree to make us really jealous? Because it's a hell of a job if so.
Maybe the pool might be better. Yeah.
Daddy D.
It is chilly though.
Yeah. But he's on assignment
like
for us.
65?
Lower than that now.
He's still got his cute vest on, even in Arizona. So don't be cheating on us out there, bud guy, with that vest on.
Ooh, short sleeve vest.
But Darren is kind of on assignment. He's going to be going to the Waste Management Open there. And I think we announced it to the world here that we have officially sent the contract for the sponsorship of the Corn Ferry PGA Looper.
Yes.
well, the caddy for the Corn Ferry Tour.
No, I said the
Yeah.
Looper. Same
Okay.
thing, bro. Get your terms right.
Isn't there a
golf lingo.
Isn't there a movie? Isn't there a movie called?
There is a movie called Looper, but that's what.
A little more sci-fi, but you know.
Yeah, we're a golf show, bro. I don't know. We're not a sci-fi podcast, but we're excited. We got 5 new kind of hats with the colors. Do you like the colors I got?
Yep. Good
So
color scheme.
we're gonna get the patch put on it, and then I might. And Lance mentioned this too. You know our little sneaky guy Sly, and that was Brian's name. I might just have them embroidered on the back
that's a
of
good
the hat,
idea.
which will look kind of cool. Kind of give us a little brand.
Yeah, without the
thing.
sneaky part though.
Just the guy on the back. This little guy, like it's on the shirts. So it's gonna
It's
look
kind of
good.
like like the little pin guy they use.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It's kind of like the Jumpman.
It is, yeah.
So, just like the
But
jump-
we're gonna do so we get the hat every week. Hey, actually, grab me that, Deli.
Oh, yeah.
D, do you want me to do one on this, or do you still want to hang on to this one?
Yeah, I'd like to do one on that. See how it looks.
For you, like keep it for you. Don't give it to Lance. He's gonna have 7 hats from us.
Yeah, he actually didn't like that style.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. All right. Perfect then.
I'll take
So
that.
we're excited. I'm gonna go out there next week, deliver the goods.
Where
Get the
owners?
embroidery done. Yeah, we're gonna do the sneaky part on his collar on his shirt, like right here. But it's not gonna have the golf ball. It's literally just gonna be the text, which is fine. I mean, the golf ball embroidery would look stupid. You couldn't really get it done with all that detail. So I don't know. I'm excited, guys. It's you guys saw the contract. I sent it to you. What'd you think? Did you read it?
Nope. I haven't got it yet.
It's like 12 pages long.
I just signed it.
Well, and here's the funny thing. So I talked to my cousin, is a partner in the law firm that does patent law. And I sent him a text. I'm like, hey man, like I hate to, use you for free stuff and advice. I go, I'm filing.
But we have to.
Yeah. So I was
But
filing a trademark on the Sneaky Par logo here. And I actually sent it to his wife because I didn't think I had his number, but I actually did. And she's like, I'll forward it to him. But I actually went through and did this trademark my own through the USPTO site, did the whole thing. And then he gets back to me. He's like, hey, there's a word trademark. And then there's like a logo, something. There's like two different types. He's like, the logo trademarks are easier to get passed through because it's your design. He goes, the word ones are sometimes harder to get through, but they have more value to them because you would own the phrase Sneaky Par or SNKY Par. So I'm gonna, once I get the first one back, I'm gonna ask him like, hey, do we need to get the word mark along with the logo mark or whatever he called it? So I was just jumble over my head. But thank him for helping us out. We appreciate it.
money wise, exponentially goes up in cost too. Right?
It does. Yeah. No. I think it's the same filing. I think it's like $250.
Okay.
Is what it costs.
So what do you have to prove
We're
that
bleeding money over here.
you have to prove the only guys that came up with Sneaky Bar?
No, you have to search and make sure nobody else has it. There's some SNKYs out there, but they asked for a copy of the merchandise and I showed them that we're using it in commerce and all that kind of stuff. So, hey,
Southern North Kentucky University.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, the Sneaky Par is a thing. Like it's getting into green,
Sure.
right? Like, so I mean, we should absolutely.
The biggest one he
absolutely do
told
it.
me, and that what everybody talks about is Coca-Cola.
Oh, yeah.
That's a trademark. Like, and you can't say Super Bowl like on TV, so they own that too. So if somebody ever, I think, was on a golf channel, and we coined the term Sneaky Par. I don't know if they
I got a good story for you about logos and trademarks. So my cousin owns a bar, Firebird Tavern in Detroit, down there in the Greektown area. Before that it was called Pulse. But so then he started up this Drop in the D in Detroit for New Year's Eve. Everybody comes down to Campus Martius, stuff like that. And the Detroit Tigers come to him and says, you can't do that. The D looks, you can't drop the Detroit Tiger D. And then so he changed it and they're like, you can't do that either. And I sent him 36 different versions
Of the letter D?
of the script letter D. Like, you can't use any of these.
So Comic Sans it was then.
Well, I actually had to, and we were talking about doing some Lululemon stuff with the gear, and I was putting it on there, and I did the white font, and it's literally just a font that's italicized. That's like a block font. But you know what? Like, look at Nike. Nike is a simple, kind of the same idea with a swoosh. So I think this, and then we somehow associate our little guy that looks like a crook stealing pars with it, and I think we got gold. And unfortunately,
par burglar.
Yeah, it's par burglar. That's what
Stealing parts, sneaking onto those country club golf courses that we don't belong on.
Yeah. D, what's up in Arizona, bud? Give us a little rundown of what you got going on, and we're jealous because it's a fucking blizzard out here. Last couple days.
I wouldn't be too jealous. We arrived on Sunday.
Are you wearing shorts?
Yeah, I am wearing shorts.
Okay, then we're jealous.
Arrived Sunday night, and it was chilly, man. We had they had some crazy weather. Like I took a walk one day. I was wearing a jacket and a stocking hat, Sneaky Par stocking hat, and I had to help a lady like pull a tree away from their like sidewalk because I mean the winds came through. There was snow up here. There's sleet coming through here. 2 days of rain and like 40 to 50 degree weather. So it's got the last 2 days, sun's been out. Today the high was like 68, 69, so it's better. And then going forward tomorrow might be kind of bad and rainy, but then after that's back to normal, like 70 and sunny. But you have not missed much, as Martin knows, it's our end of year, so we've been working.
Well, it's our end of year, so you're really your head's down. I mean, closing it strong. It's
P-Dub's with me, so he's been detoxing, so we haven't been out at all. We've been to dinner a couple times.
Now Lance is meeting you out. He's going to go out to the waste management as well, and you guys.
He said he was, but isn't he caddying and they have a chance to make it? Isn't that how
he's going to qualify?
Oh, I didn't know.
Like a Monday qualifier?
Maybe I misheard him then. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe it was a Monday qualifier, but he said we're going to try to make it to waste management. I don't know the details, but he is caddying before that.
When he said that,
maybe there is a local
flight and watch the.
So do you guys have merch for him already for waste management?
We do. I mean,
I would say, does the contract include? It's not the Corn Ferry Tour.
So yeah, but I mean,
pull back the contract and say,
I don't have the signature.
Out the Corn Ferry
Tour. Corn Ferry and or PGA Tour.
And or random waste management tours that you qualify for.
Or anytime Lance goes to dinner.
I feel like legal people don't like funny, like sarcasm, and it actually like list competitors that cannot sponsor your guy Lance, and I put in Sneaky Birdie. I thought it was funny, and I'm sure like a lawyer or a judge would be like,
"You want to be funny?
Void.
You funny?
Yeah.
Or you
want
want
contract's void. Sneaky Birdie."
Yeah.
Oh well, what are you gonna do? So, all right, well, we're excited about that. We got to thank D for that one, who used him to buy tickets for events back in the day, and really just, he kind of reached out to us too and said,
Yeah, I always want to know how the conversation went from, hey, you got 2 seats in the bleachers this weekend to, oh, you corn fairies?
No, he was, my one buddy who actually will probably be on the show sometime. I lived with him a little bit. He's one of those guys in Chicago that has a guy that has a guy that has a guy for everything. And this was his guy for tickets. So any ticket event or concert I wanted to go to, I went through him. And he always took care of us. And it's kind of what started the relationship. And then he kind of reached out to us regarding this because he started caddying. I knew he was caddying, but I didn't even think about it, to be honest.
He reached out in our DMs and I was talking to him. I'm like, man, this guy sounds great, blah, blah. And I'm like, there's no way this random guy reaches out. And I asked DM, like, yeah, I know. I'm like, oh, now it makes sense.
Marty goes, "Will you log into Instagram and talk to this guy?"
We switched conversation mid conversation, or we switched people mid conversation. So and like you could just tell the difference.
You slid into his DMs?
No, he slid into our DMs. But what's great about Lance though is we know who like his golfer that he caddies for, their main sponsor. We've known the guys for 20+ years.
Oh yeah.
Over at Paragon Micro. So I actually hit up the president who I know. I'm like, hey man, he's like, hey, great guy, great team. You guys are in a good place. So, I mean, he's a great dude too. So we're excited. It's a great little partnership.
Small world.
Yeah.
That is kind of random.
I love it.
I'm going to start an IT company, a storage company, and I want to sponsor a minor league
Paragon, then they said they sponsored a PGA golfer as well.
I didn't know him, but I didn't know the name.
I didn't know the name either. So,
what was the name?
So
it's in somewhere.
So as these worlds blend together with work and golf and sponsorship,
I know where you're going. I know where you're going with that. Don't even bring up the name.
I feel like it's time for Sneaky Par to get on LinkedIn.
No.
What do you think,
No.
Patty?
Right. We got to vote. Everybody's got equal say. No. Right?
I'm not ready for it.
That's
I'm
not
ready for
it. And I do think zero skin. And
I think Brian might be onto something, but we're not ready yet.
No, I'm not ready for.
I don't understand what you're not ready for.
I'm not ready
the ridicule.
I'm not ready for the VP of Americas of my company to be like,
what the hell is
let me tell you a quick story. Guys this year did the same thing, started a podcast in our industry. And it's a great little podcast that's out there. Don't mention any names if you know what I'm talking about. And they put it on LinkedIn, blah, blah, blah. And I was told that they're just like, no wonder numbers are down because they're focusing too much time on their podcast and not that. So we don't need that. We spend an hour and a half, maybe every Thursday night, just shooting the shit on the stuff.
You got the corporate. Yeah, but
it's on our own
but
time.
That's what we think. Hours. But hey, think about it. If you're VP and your team's productivity goes down,
they're going to look at any excuse.
They're going to look at excuse like, oh, they're spending all their time doing the podcast, whether it has to do with this or not.
No, Brian, you're a VP. Our hours are 24 hours a day. That's where we work. We're the channel. I mean, I'm working right now from Arizona. It's 7:00 your time.
I just got a lot of training on social media selling, and it's a good idea.
Well, when the time's right, I'm all for it, and I get it because we're kind of like you said, that mix of business work with golf. But like right now, I don't. End of the year after COVID, no, I don't.
You're talking about partners. You're working with partners. Like you got your part. Like
I don't work with partners.
This is separate from our. This is separate from our careers. Like
if you get in the weeds with that, the corporate lawyers will be all over. Are you mentioning us? Are you talking about
no way.
Whatever company
the world isn't ready for that yet. Not. Can you monetize LinkedIn? You went to social media selling.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well,
can you monetize LinkedIn?
Huh. We'll revisit that at the fiscal 23 board meeting.
When LinkedIn comes up to us,
first connection,
and they're a customer of ours, so let's just keep that up.
Have to sponsor the show. So we got that done. Another big thing that I was able to do was we got the books in order, boys. I got the paper to take.
That was depressing.
It was. If you would see
a lot of red.
I wouldn't say they're in order, but we do have a book.
I spent the last nights from 8 till midnight doing it. But we have a guy that did it. I think he finally, after going back and forth, he's got it in there. You saw the profit loss. You saw the balance sheet. We got some work to do.
Got outgoing, not about incoming.
We got to maybe just cut back on our spending and maybe just spend it in more strategic places rather than this half hoodie idea that Chi-Town is.
I mean, come on. This is wasted money.
That was my personal money.
That's fine. It was like $5. Yeah, that's fine.
$5.
I don't mind the easy $10, $20, $30 purchases that make sense, but the Daddy D hats we got in, that's a $1,200 invoice that we got to pay. So
what hats?
Yeah, the one he's wearing right there. The camo hats came in.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, we should have brought those down.
But when we sell them, then we get the money back.
Oh, okay. You know what? On the next break, we'll bring them down.
I wouldn't. Yeah, we're giving some away too there.
Yeah, I know.
Are you going to be the 17th green? 16th green.
Passing them out. Actually, Dallas. That's actually a genius idea if they had 16.
Because you get they let you throw stuff. These people take hats all the time, right? So you
Well,
just
it's the players throwing it up, so I'd be in the stands.
So back to the reason that I'm wearing this hoodie is because you mentioned the half hoodie. And by the way, Darren, I think you can use the half hoodie right now, right? It's kind of like this, but thinner, warmer. It's got the neck scarf. You got the hoodie on. That would be perfect out there right now. You'd be plenty warm over the.
I don't know. I'm not sold on the half hoodie yet. I got to see one in action though.
Are you talking about a t-shirt?
I will-
Are you talking about t-shirt material hoodies? Like a
No.
t-shirt hoodie?
You have a hoodie on?
No, it has to be a little bit thicker. So it's thin, it's warm.
Yeah, you
Weatherproof.
like this hoodie right here.
It's
This
like,
Nike
yeah,
one
it's
right
like
here?
sleeveless.
Oh, sleeveless. Okay.
Yeah. But because
It's
like
basically a dickie with a hood on it.
But you put
I
it-
know what that is.
I know.
It's got the neck scarf on it too. So basically, what you do is you put it underneath, kind of what you're wearing, like the golf polo
It's a
or whatever. He can
yeah.
put underneath that.
So it's
So
like
you
a
can get-
dickie hoodie.
It's what I
Yes.
said. That's what I told him.
But because
Dickies were not comfortable as
here's the
kids.
thing. I was wearing this because I was wearing this at the driving range. I was trying to golf in this, and it's warm, but it's kind of cumbersome. But like the wind kept on going down here.
So why don't you just put a gaiter on?
Right.
You gotta wear a
Then I
mask
gotta-
anyway.
So then I got to wear. So then I got to bring a hat. I got to wear a gaiter. I got to get a sweatshirt. Yeah. Oh, I can just do that.
Part of the key was when you said that the dickie wasn't comfortable. No, it's not cool either. It's just not cool.
Super not cool.
Unless you're the guy on Big Bang Theory, then it's super cool.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you get a prototype and you figure it out, and we'll take a peek at it. And
I'll work on.
And
the
you can put
prototype
like
with the
SK
same girl that's going to
SK
sew the
and it
patches
zips
on.
up NY. SKNY.
yeah, have your wife, who's very crafty,
So
draw up the
first, run the
prototype.
idea by your wife, and then see, is this cool? And then you know when to stop or not right there.
She's not on board.
Oh, yeah,
Of course she's
yeah, I
not.
guess she wasn't.
Why?
Oh,
Which is why I think it'll work. Nobody's on board.
Yeah,
Sandwich.
She's not on board because she saw our numbers.
We're pioneers.
Our profit loss.
yeah.
Well, she does. Yeah, she doesn't.
well,
know,
I did.
She doesn't know the numbers. and
I
she
did
doesn't know
tell
the money
you
that's
that I did
going in.
say instead of claiming some things as assets like these microphones and cameras and all that, they are claimed as expenses because
Yeah.
we're showing it as losses right now. We don't need to show assets on the books.
Do they have a fire sale? soon?
We are the assets.
Yeah, and we
Oh,
just
yeah.
we picked up another global country to the Sneaky Par team, which would be Pakistan.
You got a fan in Pakistan?
Yeah, oh yeah, our accountant or bookkeepers in Pakistan.
So he was forced to like.
Well,
This
maybe
isn't,
by-
this isn't a bookkeeper that you know.
Oh no, dude, if you
Oh.
think it's a real bookkeeper, Darren, it's like $300 a week.
Dude, we have enough friends that are like,
Or
If
you
you
could-
can find somebody, I'll
Or
gladly
you
lock
could
them
have
out.
just bought Quicken Loans for $69.95.
No, I have QuickBooks. I got QuickBooks online, but like trying to do that without because we already put our own money and we bought personal credit cards. And
Oh yeah.
I thought I'd just bill myself and no, you got to create an owner's equity account that it comes out. I'm like, okay, dude, just do your thing.
What about?
But
our
he knows
intern?
he knows US law.
Can our intern manage the books?
We'll see. He wanted like 10 hours a week, and I'm like for like $8 an hour. I'm like, I'm not paying 80 hours a week for. We did like 4 transactions this week. I'm like, you out of your fucking mind, dude.
Hats.
And I always tell these people, I go, if
Stickers,
it's too small
check.
for you, it's okay. We can go somewhere
Yeah.
else. I don't want to waste your time just to feel like you have to do it.
Right.
dude,
but
I
did-
blame blame Chi-Town for this because this didn't need to be happening this early. I'm all about scamming the government.
No, we had to do a bookkeep. We had to, so we can file taxes, and I can take that loss of 15
yeah.
grand off of my personal taxes.
Yeah, well, that's great. But you know how many businesses
Don't put
started
that on- don't
You
put
can
that on
only take
LinkedIn.
1/3 of it off.
that aren't legit.
That's all my money, so I'm claiming all
Oh,
this.
okay, gotcha.
Next year will be 1/3, and
Yeah.
D can claim 1,000 because
Yeah,
1,000
alright,
is, but
gotcha.
this one's all
Yeah,
mine.
don't put that on LinkedIn.
So they give me K1s, and I'll just do it off my thing. So hey, after this year, I'll take any red house I can get.
We should have done it until somebody slapped our hands. So we should have done.
No, I mean, you'd be stupid not to. We have revenue coming in, and we have losses, so it's not like we have zero revenue and we're just.
I thought that was the easiest part. 0 and then everything else.
No, I'll show you the sheets.
I
too.
know.
Yeah,
People
they're
are
good.
buying merch.
So that's where we stand on the book. So we got a lot of work to do in 2021. I think we're in the right direction with our new sponsorship, and who knows, that could lead a lot of things. He was actually texting you there that he's got a bunch of dudes, he said, that would love. Tommy Two Gloves might come on the show. I'd love to talk to him.
He's got the players. He's got caddies that we can get. I mean, we can have different angles of this whatsoever. I mean, again, I love having the guests. I think more people pay attention when we have internet guests.
Yeah, I agree. And
and I
Darren
think-
has been
Whoa.
phenomenal at
He's in
bringing the
studio.
guests on the show. Like he booked up the Medina Pro next week.
Ooh.
You know what they
two-
say though? They say
that's what you
2
love.
weeks, yeah. They say that great leaders surround themselves with better talent and smarter people. And I feel like that's
true.
what I've done. So if they said, hey, Chi-Town or Daddy D, we want you to break off and do your own show, I'd be happy for you. Right?
You
I mean,
think
you'd
people
be like, you know
are gonna
what?
poach talent already?
For the
Dude,
record,
that's what I'm
for the
saying.
record,
Like,
my answer would be no.
if you bring
Sounds like a
people
lot of work.
on that are in your mind less smart, not as smart as you, and they're like, no, I want to bring people who are better than me on the show because it's the way it is
I want
successful.
to bring people
I
on.
thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say we need to hire somebody else.
And speaking of smart, I did a little small data over the weekend on the topic of what we were talking with Lance. And so there's all these stats on PGA Tour's website, and for the most part they're all garbage, right? Like none of them correlates to basically winning,
other than the go score.
But yeah, so that is. And then, but I did find a little something, and it is the birdie to bogey ratio is pretty in line with who's leading the FedEx
The top
Cup.
10.
Yeah. And so it seems obvious. Oh yeah, get more birdies,
get less bogeys.
You get less bogeys, right? So that's where the whole small data part comes in. So okay, like so how do you get more birdies and how do you get less bogeys, right? And by the way, the average ratio is like 3-1, but some of these guys that win tournaments are like 12-1 that I've run, right? And that comes down to really the value of the caddy. And when you look at like what's his name, DeChambeau, who's out there tweaking long drivers and trying to hit the ball farther, right? He's got one win, but he always finishes in top 10s and stuff like
more
that.
Than one win, but continue.
Oh, one major, right?
Okay.
And a lot of it is risk reward, right?
That's Bryson's game, right now.
But so I'm saying, like, if you go into it looking at what holes, according to your game, that you can get, you got to get 6 birdies. Basically, I did the math. So you get about 6 birdies around, two bogeys. You can finish about 16 under, and that gets you in the hunt
for a round or just for all 4
for
rounds?
all 4 rounds, right? It gets you and that's gonna win you some tournaments. The last one was like minus 25.
So what you're saying is if this hole is playing as par or bogey is. Don't try for birdie. Just try to par. Just try to par. Get off.
You're basically trying to manipulate PGA stats to be like NFL. Like, should I go for it on 4th down?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So should I go for it on 2 here? Yeah. Should I drive the green here on this par 4? That kind of stuff.
And you have to have that patience to know that. All right, even though you might be a little bit behind or whatever, around 2, like this hole is not favorable to my game. If I take a little bit of risk, I could get that bogey, I think
DeChambeau does that already. I think that's part of his. That's a part of his analytics.
But before analytics, the idea of the golfers, and this could be years ago that I heard this, is if we want to par out the par 3s, we want to at least have a birdies on the par 5s, and we want to par most of the par 4s, maybe get a birdie here and there. Like that was the formula. I think before really there was these analytics about to your game. So I get that. Like most of the pros, they hate par 3s.
I think that was.
I would love to see par 5 scoring average. Like that is how the pros are the pros.
Right.
That they can,
and that's what I'm getting. And that's what I get with all these analytics. It still goes back to
same thing?
That analytic.
Okay.
Yeah.
That raw par 3s par 4s -2.
Yeah.
Par 5s you got to take advantage with an eagle thrown in there.
Right. But there might be a par 5, but maybe it doesn't play.
But I think
maybe you're too far out or whatever.
Maybe it's simplistic, but that was always Tiger's.
That was his thing.
Except for the Masters. That was always what he did. And then the Tiger proved
tap in birdies. And
exactly.
And and that's what I'm getting at. They're going so far over here. There's so many stats in the PGA's website that don't mean anything except for it's correlated is birdie to bogey ratio, and that just goes back. This goes back to basics.
Because players also know their limitations too, right? Because I remember when Kevin Na won a Sony Open 2 weekends ago in Hawaii, he was talking about how he knew that at Kapalua he played the Century Tour, the one before that, because he always did the back-to-back Kapalua Century Tour and then the Sony Open in different islands. He knew that he could not score and beat anybody on the Kapalua because the course is too long. It's not made for his game. So the Dustin Johnsons, the Rahms are going to be bombing guys out there and he knew that he was going to be 80 yards behind them and then struggling, which happened. But he said with Sony, that course sets up for him, which is a shot maker's course. You have to be in the fairway. They're big greens. You got to attack the pin. And then obviously it came out and he won. And in the interview after he won, he said he admitted that he goes, this year I'm going to focus on courses where I know I can win and have a chance.
Yep.
And it's the same way. And unfortunately, there's not many courses like that left in the PGA Tour.
They all try to go long. You're going to see an 8,000 yard course here before you know it when it's all said and done.
I'm sure the next time they go to Bethpage Black, it's
Well,
probably
when Morikawa won at the PGA in Harding Park, like that was the thing. Like you don't need to be a big hitter anymore to win a major, and then all of a sudden, the Masters comes and U.S. Open. So I don't know. Did you see who's leading the Farmers Open, boys, or tied for first?
No,
Patrick Reed.
Oh, yeah.
Rick Benny's ambassador on the Sneaky Par show. Oh yeah.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, so he's doing well, but Torrey Pines looks beautiful. Have you been there? Anybody?
Nope, I've driven by.
Dave, you been to Torrey?
Yeah, Torrey. Yep.
You played it?
Yep.
Looks beautiful. How does that compare to Bandon? It kind of seems a little bit like this.
I mean, you can't compare. It's a city course.
Oh,
Bandon's way better.
Oh, because it's a pub. Well,
but it's. Trevor used to live there before. You lived in the Torrey Pines area.
Nobody knows Trevor.
I thought your boy Patrick Reed was on that list, but it was Webb Simpson instead. Wasn't he one of your guys?
No, Webb Simpson was. Yeah, he's a sleeper guy. Yeah, for sure.
He's always up there where you're like, Webb Simpson.
What we need to do, and I'm going to put Chi-Town on this, is that I need you to get with the PGA and the Korn Ferry Tour, and I want Eric Barnes. I want Sneaky Par stats on Eric Barnes every week.
Yeah. Okay.
Or we're watching every tournament and we're seeing what Lance is doing, and I want to know how many Sneaky Pars he has every round.
Ooh, that's a lot of.
Is that hard to do on their stats?
It's actually possible because you have to watch every hole because they don't tell you.
They don't say if you got up and down.
Hole. Yeah, they don't.
They say par.
They say par out.
Well, can't you find out like how many putts he had or how many? I think you could
like you can back in the data, but like I tried doing this when we first started the first episode. I'm like, I'm going to be able. I looked at third party companies. They're like, what are you talking about? Like, why? Like,
you actually asked somebody.
No, absolutely.
You emailed the PGA.
Chi-Town from Sneaky Par.
Well, it's a company in Chicago, Stats.
Oh, Stats,
yeah. I asked them. Yeah, because they do golf stuff.
They do?
Yeah.
I thought they were strictly baseball.
And they're just like, it wasn't easy for them to scrape the data. So like, this is going to cost you too much money. I'm like, you're right.
We're not quite there.
Give us time. We'll be there.
Yeah, because then later on you could be like, the Sneaky Par winner of the week is.
So for now, it's small data. And it's me going through websites and putting it into a spreadsheet.
It's kind of like when we played fantasy football back in the day using the USA Today.
Yeah,
that's what you're doing right now. It's like, how many touchdowns did he have?
We all need to go set our DVRs for 2 weeks from now and record every Korn Ferry Tour event on the Golf Channel because you never know when we might have a Sneaky Par.
Get those screen caps.
Get the screen caps. You see Sneaky Par out there, listeners. Shoot us a text.
No.
Do whatever. We'll put it out there. So we'll see what this does, but it should be good.
Have your accountant, if he's only going to work like 4 hours a week and you're paying for 10.
I'm not paying him 10 hours a week.
The other 6 watching it. Keep track of all that stuff for us.
Just scrape the internet for Korn Ferry. Yeah.
We might be too global now. We might have grown too fast. Now we might have to shrink it down to just Chicago.
What about our intern?
Maybe hire somebody.
She's still going. She's still out there.
No, your godson.
Oh, Mason? Yeah. I mean,
what doesn't he watch this? He's watching
TV
all day anyway.
Pay him in Nintendo Switch games.
We can't. I mean, he's been doing the TikTok and he's saying that we did a giveaway on TikTok that if you follow us,
how many views we get on that TikTok
video? Give it away. And then he's like, people are asking in the DMs, like, how do they get free stuff? And we're like, well, follow us and we'll pick someone who
follow the instructions.
Yeah. And he's just like, these people don't get it. But
Mason's did a good job though. He's put some good stuff out there.
Yeah. I put the one out. Yes. He changed it. I don't know why he changed it. But that's fine. It's his thing.
No, it makes sense because I remember my wife one time had a Nintendo Wii giveaway where we had to. They literally Nintendo sponsored her for some odd reason because of her blog, and this is when Nintendo Wii was like the hottest present at the time. And it's like there's a giveaway. You get the Wii and you get the Wii Trainer, which is that exercise thing that came with it. And all she had to do is put it on a website and say, this. All you have to do is write one comment and be like, I want the Wii U. Is it? And people would write like sob stories about like their family because this is right around
50 words or less.
Yeah, and it was literally like I love Wii U, I love Nintendo. So all you have to write. That's what instructions say. No, we had a fire in our home, and oh my god, I was just like, what is? It's brutal.
Do you see how dark it went that quick on D? It was like it was the Valley of the
Sun. I went to go turn the light.
He has a fake background on him.
Yeah, that looks fake right now.
I think didn't you have something to say about the LPGA tour?
Yeah, so I kind of was doing a little creeping for some reason on Instagram, and I saw that these sisters, that the one that won the LPGA was 24 under and her other sister was 22, and I promptly followed them on the Sneaky Par.
I mean, I can't believe you had already because of other reasons.
I did. This is partially the
Wait,
reason
they're
they
both-
won, and the
they're
other
both on
portion
the
I
tour?
was like, holy.
Marty,
one
Marty
person first,
actually
one
has a
person
bot.
third.
Oh, wow.
Marty actually has a bot. Anytime a 22 or 24-year-old comes on Instagram, it automatically follows them.
Yeah,
Marty,
I never
Marty
heard
has
of-
8.2 billion followers.
I never heard of these
That
girls.
bot called Darren.
I mean, Darren, do you know who they were? Like,
I was following him beforehand. Oh yeah.
oh, I never.
Darren's the OG follower.
He's the,
You got to know there's like 3 things I follow, like country music, golf, and hot girls at golf. Hot girls and then hot girls at golf. And that
So
was
then, like, Shalair was showing me. Tell him about that video you showed me upstairs about her.
Yeah.
driving
So she drove one of the greens, par 4, 330 yards, right? And Annika Sorenstam said, "Here we go." You know, basically was talking trash on Twitter, saying, "Yes, she drove this green 330 yards. No, you couldn't do it." And oh, by the way, she also did it the day before. Yeah. So both days drove the green.
What was Sorenstam doing out there?
She wasn't. She was just saying,
No, but I thought she played.
I don't know.
She used to 9
No. I meant this tournament specifically. I
Oh,
thought
I
she
don't
went
know.
out there for like she had an exemption or something.
Oh,
She
I
played.
don't know. But yeah, I mean those sisters. Geez, D, can you put them on your list to see if we can get them on the show?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
That would be his biggest get ever.
Siggy Power would be like, we've been a dealer in Vegas. We're done.
But we picked
We
up,
won out.
Yeah.
He's out.
Yeah.
You're out.
but we picked up an analyst for another tours, right? So I'm the analyst for the European tour,
Mhm.
The Corn Ferry.
LPGA,
And the
Corn
Corn
Ferry, and Daddy D is now the analyst for the NCAA Women's Tour.
Wait,
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
those girls? What's
Yeah.
those girls go
So what? Minnesota? D?
Minnesota.
Can we talk about
Yeah.
this since they're college? she's
Yes,
a
we
college
can.
athlete, or-
Anything's fair game at Sneaky Par. Everything.
to?
We may have a guest on from that plays at the University of Minnesota. She actually caddied for me at a member guest at Chicago Highlands with one of our other guests on the show, Brent. Great girl, good at golf. She's fantastic. And I just sent her a note one day and I said, "When are you going to come on the Sneaky Par show?" Because she follows me on
Like, what the fuck is
Instagram.
Sneaky Par?
And yeah, she goes, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Shit." Like all the stuff we posted, she doesn't know. I go, "Well, sorry about that." But she wrote back. She goes, "Oh my God, how did I not know about that?" And we just started talking about it. So we think we can have her on. We're gonna, send her some gear stuff, whatever. And she's a great golfer. I had a blast with her an entire weekend. She actually gave me lessons where
Is she from Chicago?
uh
Or Chicago area?
Chicago area, I think.
Yeah.
She can
Yeah.
do a whole segment on how you can get better at golfing inside and golfing in virtual golf, because she gets 6 weeks outside to play golf if you live in
Yeah,
Minnesota.
probably Minnesota. Yeah.
No, it's true.
Yeah, actually,
I was
she'll
wondering.
actually probably have some hilarious stories about caddying for me, especially the last day of the tournament, which is actually pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm
Well, you
excited.
could explain some of that now if you want to. Or you want to save it for her?
We have time.
Oh, wait, you gotta have her. Yeah, she's like, I told her, I said, "You can talk about this." She goes, "Oh my God, I can't wait for this." So she can tell stories about my game. She's good though.
Hey, are we on
Oh, yeah.
OnlyFans yet?
No, we're not on OnlyFans.
No.
No.
I'm going to make a drink.
Saying before we took a break, you had a little comment to make.
I don't remember.
How did you forget?
I don't know. What were we talking about before we left?
When you open up a can of beer, like, and your brain just like goes.
What were we talking about before we left?
I don't know. I can't remember either.
LPGA we were talking about.
No, we were talking about.
Stats?
No, that we passed that point already too.
Yeah.
No?
Should we go back and listen?
Oh no,
Yeah.
it was about was it about the Minnesota girl on the caddy?
Oh, simulator golf.
Simulator
about you at the range or something like that? All right, whatever. He has no idea what he's talking about.
We'll move on. We'll move on.
Yeah. Holy gripes. You got to write this shit
So wait,
down.
when is the waste management? Next weekend, not
Next
this coming. Super Bowl weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
What a shit! What a super
So-
spreader event that's going to be.
Yeah. What's going to be the plans there? In
It's just GA only. There's no big stuff going on.
with what?
General.
GA only. Like there's going to be like very few spectators there.
Yeah, I know. So are they going to build the stands like they normally do, or no?
No, it's GA only. Yeah.
I know. I just what I meant. I
You
didn't
don't know. You
Yeah.
say you know, but you don't know.
But you're going to be
What does GA mean though?
General
I
admission.
know, but
Yeah.
you could still build the stands if it's
right.
general
Exactly. You
admission.
get to walk the whole time. You get to sit down.
Yeah. Basically, there's no like corporate tents. There's none of that stuff. From
No, I
what
know, but I was worried. Like, okay, I will turn the 16th hole. Are they going to build the stadium around it still?
I would say no due to COVID. I would say
Okay.
no.
All right.
So are you going to bring your own
in other
chair
words, but
then?
it's like what Shiller means. Like, are they going to let people stand next to each other on the outside of it?
Yeah.
then?
What are you going to do? Stand around? Just stand for like 6-8 hours?
Well, you know what, Brian? That's what Common Folk do.
You have
We're
never.
going back to
You've
Yeah.
never gone
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
You've never gone to a golf
I'm surprised you're going.
tournament.
No
It's different.
carpet, no
You're,
seats.
you're sitting in
yeah.
the air conditioning with your feet up,
Yeah.
pounding shrimp and drinking
Yeah.
beer.
Couldn't get it.
That's
Hey, Darren, the ocean called. They're running out of shrimp.
I mean, that's fair, but I've done general admission plenty of times.
Yeah. I'm just wondering how much you're going to allow people to just hang around holes.
I mean, I don't think they
Moving.
have so many tickets they even sold, and there's just I don't think there's a lot going on. I don't even know if I'll be able to get in, to be honest.
So
I
what
think
you're saying though is that between Lance and yourself and the limited amount of people there, I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of airtime for the Sneaky Par logo.
Well, that's if Lance and
Yeah,
golfer get
golfer
in.
gets it,
They have
yeah.
to qualify or whatever they're doing.
But so, if you're going to look in the stands, there's not going to be a lot of people there, and Darren's going to be there with a Sneaky Par hat on.
Do you think it's worth it if I wear a sneaker hat on and I streak and I go streaking on TV?
Big time worth it. Big time.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Absolutely. There's no such thing as bad publicity.
Marty, is there budget for bail?
Yes, there is. Yeah, we should just take
We
the
won't fire
sneaky
you.
patch and just put that over your groin area. That should probably cover
Yeah.
it, right?
You know, sticker.
It could be smaller than that.
Yeah.
You can even cut out the par part.
You guys are good.
I like this though. Like we're having a Sneaky Par podcast and we're watching golf.
Yeah, we got golf on in the background.
Yeah.
A replay of the first
Oh,
round.
That's why I'm making some random like, ooh,
Ooh,
nice.
yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
Hey, so next week let's chat. I'm gonna actually be in Steamboat with 1/3 of the Sneaky Par, whatever we're gonna call these hoodlums. D, you're still gonna be in Arizona.
Yep.
I can do a podcast from Steamboat.
I would say take a week off, CEO.
Oh, how are you gonna?
No,
how you
I
gonna?
would say absolutely do his podcast from Steamboat.
How are you
without
gonna
a doubt.
hide from all that whole crew? They're gonna be all over you.
Well, they can be in the background and
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
No, I mean, this is what it's all about. Absolutely. I think we should take the podcast on the road.
to a
all the
ski
time.
resort.
Well, what
all
we're
the
going to do though
Yeah.
is we're definitely going to take the podcast and we'll figure out a way because one of our friends is a member at the Glen Club now. It's like a semi-private membership. When the Corn Ferry goes there, we should see about whether we set up in the parking lot or we're
Yes.
somewhere
Without a
there.
doubt.
We're having a little conversation because there's not going to be many people at this tournament, and I think it'd be a fun to just have
right
our-
by the cart shed.
us clowns.
What was the tournament at Medina? Was that or what? That last year? It was a tournament where no fans. What was that? Was it Medina?
At Medina,
I don't think so.
Or-
Conway Farm.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're talking about Dubs. It was at
No.
not Dubs. I'm sorry, Olympia Fields.
Okay,
Yes.
that was it. That was
Yeah, the
Where,
BMW was at Olympia
Yeah, where
Fields.
people like outside the fence.
But Lance,
That could
No,
be us.
there was nobody there.
I think at the Corn Ferry Tour, I think Lance said he might be able to get us passes that could be, I don't know if inside the ropes, but be inside, so we don't have to stand by a fence.
No, because a friend of ours is a member there, and members couldn't even go.
Right, but people were lined up outside the fence, like
Correct.
yelling through the fence.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we can do one of those. What's that place where everybody goes and watch movies like outside?
Movie theater.
Oh, driving. or
No,
something?
not like.
A tailgate?
It's like at a garden, some of the suburbs.
Oh, you talking about Ravinia?
Ravinia, that's it. So we can get one of those Ravinia setups.
I've never been to Ravinia.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, no,
Oh, that's
we-
nice.
So for that,
Cheese and meats.
so we do. So we get one of those Ravinia setups. Get these little tables and these little chairs, and we bring the podcast equipment. We just drop
We go picnic basket.
down right in the middle of the Corn Ferry Tour and just do the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, we could just sit on like a cool like par 3 green and just yap our traps off. I'm sure.
What are you guys doing there?
I love this.
Yeah,
I love it.
we're casting.
You got to remember, phones. You gotta be careful with your phones wherever you are. You're not supposed to have them.
Well, we'll bring the camera. In the truck.
Yeah. I don't think you're getting away with that.
We
either.
get a media pass. I've always wanted.
That's
one.
what we're trying to get.
Yeah,
did?
that's what we're hoping he's going
Oh,
to be able to
sorry.
get us.
Ryan, you got to listen.
I bet it is a problem.
How'd
Wait,
you
I
do
mean,
GP without
You
listening?
think
We do like the shittiest media passes because nobody knows the rules. Like we don't know what we're allowed to do.
What's a media pass? But we're not in media. Well, actually, we are in media.
Yeah, we are.
Does this mean we can be on the green with them? Yeah. Okay.
right behind them. The camera.
Yeah.
We're there like wiping Lance down when
Yeah.
he's sweating, changing his hat out. Like, hey,
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
next
You
hole.
know what's gonna happen is that Eric's gonna win like a tournament, whatever. We're gonna be there. We're all gonna be excited. They're gonna be walking down that little path, to go ahead and turn in their scorecard. And we're gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna give him a high five. They're just gonna keep on walking by. Totally stiffness.
Yeah, you guys know that 12-page contract you sent.
I see. As soon as he wins, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Yeah.
Let
And
me
then
take that
Lance
off.
is like, it didn't say anything about high
Sorry.
fives.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
takes the Titleist hat out of his back pocket. What was that again?
He hugs the Titleist rep. We're like, wait, what's going on right now? This isn't.
It's like that the race in Seinfeld. And
Yeah.
he knocks Elaine out of the way.
We're trying to
Schiller's like, "I got you."
we're trying to photobomb like the Mizuno photo shoot. Like, "Ah, Anthony Barr."
It'd be awesome. He sees us. He's like walking up. He sees us. He takes off his Titleist hat.
Hey guys, you guys are here. Oh,
Yeah, we'll sue for breach of contract.
Yeah. We'll get
that
back
thing
to-
is ironclad.
Yeah,
that
we'll
I
get
put
back
together.
those tens of dollars.
Sure, it is iron glove.
Well, I don't feel like I did anything illegal, so I feel like I can say this to our listeners that I used to use LegalZoom for a lot of stuff in the years past to form LLCs and this, and
That's what they're there for.
We have a lot of failed startups.
Well, hold on. It's a premium, and so like a lot of like one of my girls that's a lawyer, she's like, hey, I'll show you how to go file an LLC with the state. It's like simply you have to pay an extra $200. So I went and looked for sponsorship agreements, and there's a whole bunch of them. And I found one. It was easy to. I clicked through it. It's like, oh, and you got to sign up for LegalZoom. I was like, fuck. It's like you get a free 7-day trial. I'm like, I wonder if I can sign up for the trial.
Yeah, and do it.
So I signed up for the trial, got the document, saved the document, canceled the trial.
Yeah,
I feel like that's just smart business.
Of course.
I don't need them for anything else right now. And I've used them for years, so they can look at my account and see I spent probably a couple thousand with them, but I thought I was doing the company a service.
I do that with TV.
You get Hulu for 2 weeks. I am watching the entire 8 seasons of some show.
I'm doing that with
2
my
weeks.
I'm doing that with my Audible trial right now. My kids have read all these Harry Potter books. They keep on talking about them. I've never read Harry Potter, so I'm like, all right, I'm just going to crank them out on audiobooks real quick. 30-day free trial. Many titles as you want.
Yeah,
Like,
you can do the Old and New Testament.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, listen, in this online age these days, and it's, I know, Brian, you'll appreciate this, and that kind of drives me nuts, is nobody wants to be on fixed price. They all want to do this monthly subscription model for everything you do. Like even Adobe, I had to buy an Adobe program for us. Sorry, guys, I didn't approve that with you, but it was to convert PDFs to Word documents, and it costs like $2 a month. You know, even that.
You could have told me I did for work.
Google does that for free.
Converts PDFs to words?
Yeah.
Word documents?
Yeah, back and forth. Yeah.
Okay.
Just use Google Docs. It's free.
What I'm saying is everything now
$2
is
a month down the drain.
No, and then you buy a year up front and you get a savings and they
yeah.
recharge you. Like I really think the software companies like Microsoft really made this type of model. Like remember when they had the licensing and they changed it to whatever. I really think that every business now has a monthly subscription model, and that's why you see all these ads about, hey, find out all your subscriptions you have per month.
This is why I don't understand why the NFL doesn't go through an a la carte type subscription. Like instead of forcing someone to pay, I used to do DirecTV, so it was something like in the realm of $300 something a season for DirecTV. Why don't you just say, okay, every game, if you want to watch Cowboys or Packers or whatever, you auto market, it's $30 a game, $29.99. You pay that and you can watch it that week. You know how many more people would pay the $30 and rather having to eat the $300
pay per view?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, true. Good point.
I don't know why they don't do it. I think, I guess their numbers guys.
I would do it with, so I would do it with the Major League Baseball pack. So I don't want like all the games. I just want, here's what I want to do. I just want to watch the Cubs and or the White Sox
away games,
right? I want to watch the home game. The home games they're always blacked out, especially the White Sox.
Of course, yes.
So, right?
It's cheaper to go to the game.
Yeah. So like, and I live pretty close to it, but still, but like, I just want to watch the home games, right? Like how much per month? That's my subscription. I'll pay for if I can watch the home games.
You know what? I probably answered my own question because if they did it that way, they could not charge an arm and a leg to like the CBSs and the ESPNs and stuff. Right?
We're a golf show. Let's get
I'm just saying.
Right. Back to golf.
We'll edit that out.
Yeah.
The entire hour.
Yeah. How's Scottsdale? I mean, is it just like a Remember? Did you go down to the old Scottsdale? Did you go to that one street where all those like the high vibe and the like?
You rent a golf cart out there
right by the W there.
Yeah, we went out, but it's pretty like it was on a Tuesday night. We had dinner, but it was not that busy. I mean, with everything going, but it is open.
Is it okay?
Nothing like Chicago. You can get it anywhere.
Is that Luke Bryan still there?
What are you talking about? Chicago's wide open right now, Dad. I saw you.
Wide? 25% capacity, dude.
Oh, sorry.
This shit's open.
All right, sure.
Well, 25% capacity means half 50%.
25% capacity is people are losing money and people are staying home. But here it's open. You do have to wear a mask and walk in just like we do, but it's open. You'd have no problems. All the restaurants are open. All the bars are open. Now I think this weekend I'll be out and about and I'll see more of it. But the weather's been bad, so there's no outdoor seeing. Like everybody's freezing here, which you see me with my coat and my hat on. Yeah, it's a little chilly now, but these guys think it's like -30 right now. Like I can't believe you're here. I'm like, this is still better than Chicago.
Yeah. Do you have any rounds scheduled to be played out there?
Yeah, we're playing Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday right now.
Where are you guys playing? Picopa?
Quintero, Phoenician.
Oh, Phoenician I played. Yeah.
Dinosaur Mountain.
I like Dinosaur Mountain. Gimmicky, but I like it a lot.
There's one more.
Phoenician during the summer have AC carts.
Yeah.
I'd like to know if the menus have shishito peppers.
I will.
I feel like that'd be popular in Arizona. No?
I mean, it's hot out there, so I don't know if people
Where is the shishito pepper? I don't know where it originated from. Anybody?
Mexico.
get.
I feel like it's.
The
Yeah,
shishito-
I feel like it's a honey.
shishito
It's like the
Japanese?
honey apple or what's that?
I can
Honey crisp.
A honey crisp.
Yeah, Honeycrisp was built in a lab though.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I feel like it's where the
Yeah,
shishito
it could
pepper
be,
came
could
from.
be.
I can almost guarantee there will be no shishito peppers at any of these questions. You know, the other good thing is I've had a rain check thing for Quintero for 2 years.
Are they gonna honor
And
it?
so that's going to be a great question, Marty. I'm going to bring that up on the next podcast.
Okay.
I'm playing games with them because, dude, it's expensive to play, and I added myself to the tea time because I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it. And they're like, yeah, it's going to, the price has gone up since your buddy's booked. And I'm like, well, I mean, I'm joining their force, and you can't charge me more than the other people. And they're like, well, let me check, and they had to do this big research. And so then it was like they were going to charge me $300 around, like $309. And then like I have this gift or this rain check from 2 years ago that we've called a couple of times. They've extended it. I was haggled and like yelled at it. I'm like, dude, then I just won't go. We'll cancel the force. Nobody you can name it.
Is there some popular course out there?
Quintero, yeah, but they've never been very. I'm not going to talk bad about them because it's a great course, and they've just never been very lenient on tee times that have cancellations during the waste management. Because the reason I haven't rain check at all is because we were taking clients and one guy canceled, which I'm not going to call him out, but I know his name right now. And I had to front it, and then I got I've had it for 2 years. So then I gave that rain check to a buddy out here, and him and I were just going to try to play it and never did. And now I went to go get it today, so I have it. And then I'm gonna, after I was haggling the price and
rain check?
I'm gonna get a rain check.
I like how
we'll see.
I like how you're trying to run it off, saying that a client of yours actually flew out to the waste management and golfing with you.
2 years ago, we have all kinds of people back in the day that did.
Oh, it's 2 years. I'm not talking about this year. You have a client out with you.
No, not this one, but that one I covered out of my pocket because I couldn't charge the company, and then I could get a rain check out of it.
So who's paying for your tickets to Waste Management now? You guys? Personal?
I don't have it. I'm working on tickets right now, but everything out here is on. Like we're not traveling for work, so this is on my own dime.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, Marty gave me the Sneaky Bear credit card, so everything is I'm putting on that. But yeah, this is for work.
Sure.
Yeah,
Look at Brian.
That's why you're like,
that thing is overdrawn.
Yeah, he's like, my rain check's not going to work. That's okay.
I love how Brian bitches about the money the most, and he's put in $0. Zero.
Big day. By the way, I need the account to transfer the money.
Which you're going to put that money in, it's going to be immediately taken out to
it's
pay
in
the
GameStop stock right now.
We don't take crypto.
I had a big week. I had a huge week in the market.
Yeah, it's a little tied up right
money
now.
on its way.
Yeah, I had some more money to send you until yesterday, so now I don't.
Yeah, we got to figure out something. Well, you just wire it to my guy in Pakistan. He'll take care of it for you.
Western Union.
He knows where to deposit
Seriously,
that.
how do I get the money to you?
I mean, you can quick pay, you can
Just
Venmo,
Venmo.
No, I'd rather.
It should be an official account.
No, we have an official account. So I'd rather
I know.
you just send it directly into the Chase account, so it automatically downloads
Just
into
give me
the
the routing
QuickBooks.
Did you figure out what you're sending that to? Your cell phone or email?
Whose question is that?
Well, yeah, what was that?
When I asked you yesterday, where do you send it to? Is it tied to your Sneaky Bar email, or is it your cell phone that's tied to both your personal account?
Chase Quick Pay.
Oh, my quick pay. You can't do quick pay to a business account, I don't think, because I tried to do it
Really?
today. Yeah, I don't think you can.
That's weird.
So I still have to write you.
I was a first Chicago bank, then I was a Bank One, and then I was Chase, and they had my business for 21 years, and I never thanked me.
If I have to write a check to Sneaky Bar, I quit. Is that what I have to do?
No, I tried
a two-party.
The problem is my Chase has my personal and the business when I log in, and I had to pay my cleaning lady, and I couldn't do quick pay online. But when I went to my mobile app, I was able to pay her with quick pay. So
your account can differentiate between
it does, but I can't do it online. But either way, it'd be easier if we just get it into the account. So we can you can quick pay my personal account, and then I can easily transfer from my personal into the Sneaky Park.
So this could be a Sneaky Par podcast or a live look in our board meeting.
I mean, if I knew how to,
you guys were discussing hat variations at the beginning, so yeah.
I mean, if I knew how to break down balance sheets and cash flow sheets for you guys in an educated way, I think it'd be pretty cool.
You definitely don't need to figure out
The basic rule is money come in, good.
Yeah.
Money go out, bad.
Yeah, we don't have cash flow. We have cash flow from our personal accounts into here, but we don't have cash flow anywhere else.
I feel like Valentine's Day is coming up, and those online flower companies and Sherry's Berries, they advertise on every podcast, and I feel like we can get some money from them.
What is Sherry's Berries? I've
Is
never heard of
that
that.
the
You
fruit
don't know
bouquets?
Sherry's
Is that a
Berries?
fruit bouquet?
No, but they sell like they ship like the big like chocolate covered strawberries and stuff like that.
Never heard
Never
of
heard
it.
You never heard?
Like would any company just give us like, hey man, just say our name for $25 and we'll take it. You don't understand. Like
They would take
we'll
your
promote anything.
I think how it works is
Well, you can take in product.
you
free
go
product.
to you go to sherryberries.com, you type in SNKY for the coupon code, get 20% off, and then we get some money back. But I feel like those companies back when I used to listen to the Bill Burr podcast all the time, it was always like 1-800-Flowers, Sherry's Berries, like during the
I'm sure
those days.
Bill's got a wider audience than we do, right?
No, because he would make a joke. He's like, and
Oh yeah, he'll do a whole spiel like,
say-
okay,
yeah.
this is my sponsorship time, and then like a whole 2-minute spiel about his
and it
sponsor.
says like, and we'll give you 20% if you type in his podcast name. It'll be like, or any other podcast name.
Yeah.
How you doing over there?
Yeah, good. I just got an interesting text from some work people talking about stuff. But it's
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's
Oh, dude, your post from our seller in Chicago that wore the hat, who got the daddy hat. He just posted on Instagram.
Wait, which one?
What he said, Taylor.
Oh, yeah, that he absolutely. I have the text here. He's like, this hat fucks.
Really?
I mean, I saw you. I'm like, dude, that's unbelievable.
He's down in Arkansas, and I thought it was great. So I'm just like, hey, I'm gonna put this video on there. So he didn't care.
Did he mean to write sucks? But
No,
I think it would have said ducks.
All right.
it looked good on. I mean, Taylor's a good-looking dude. The hat looked great on him, didn't it?
He did. He looked good. I
it
sent him
looked good.
a note on the interwebs on our network of work, and I said, hey man, we got that because he actually just closed a deal with us too.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, you like that hat? Because I'm like, that picture was amazing.
Yeah, it was good. And then our other work, I had it on too, and he tried to mimic what the guy in Arkansas was doing, but he was like, he chugged a Fresca. I'm like, no, dude, I'm not putting this on there with you chugging a Fresca.
would appear
We're not trying to get rid of.
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
not trying to get rid of followers.
Yeah.
would Pure Storage be okay if you sent?
No, why are you saying her
sneaky
name?
part?
Why are you
sorry.
saying her name?
Sorry. Would your company be okay if you sent sneaky part swag for wins instead of your company swag?
Yeah, you can't have a conflict of interest.
Yeah. It's just two different worlds right now. Two different worlds. So
And me and Marty are still dedicated to work, and we do this as a hobby that we lose money on.
when I have a lunch break.
I've seen you guys do it during work hours. It's weird.
Okay, Daily.
That's us. Dallas is fired.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, we're gonna
I mean,
cut
for
there. I think we got enough. And
For the record, I mean, we're all clear that, I mean, I barely do any work for this at all, let alone during.
it's an
during the day.
hour where we just yap on the microphones and we zoom in.
Either be yapping in each other without the mics,
Yeah.
or we just threw the mics in front
Exactly.
of us. Yeah.
It's simple.
I do like this though, because for me, it's like Thursdays. It's kind of like my day now. Come here, have a couple of beers. Go.
Well, that's where you're wrong. You don't come.
Yeah, that's
I'll,
right.
I'll fire up a movie, whatever. Like, yeah, it'd be good.
It's their Netflix and chill night.
Yeah. It's his routine. He's been doing it for weeks.
Nice chillaxing. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
so-
been doing it for days.
So yeah, Marta, if you want to do something like quick on Steamboat just because you're there and something cool, let's do it. But if not, enjoy your time, right?
I mean, I
I'm
wasn't
gonna
going to bring my
you're gonna be
laptop, but I
remote.
still might. So we'll figure it out. We
You just
can
do
You
it.
should absolutely do
You-
something. It'll be hilarious.
Okay, I'll do it on the slopes. I mean, hey, you know what? I
Yeah.
could bring a whole bunch of people on because it'll be 10 of us. So I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just we can zoom from our phones wherever we are. I don't know where I'm going to
Are
be.
you going to be the creepy single guy in with 4 other couples?
No.
I'm probably going to. I mean, I'll probably have a date with some hot girl from Scottsdale that day, but whatever, I'll do it.
No,
Why are you guys laughing?
There,
I was just clearing my throat.
there wouldn't be 10 people if I was the odd man or if I was there by myself. So just a couple of friends.
He's our
hanging
number.
out.
He's our
Yeah.
numbers guy. That's weird.
Still single, ladies. Still single out there. So Daddy D still single too.
Yes, we are. I was just like me and Marty.
Hanging out.
Yes,
hanging
just the
out,
two of us. So
hanging out,
if
skiing.
you want to meet us in Steamboat or Scottsdale, drop us. a DM.
We can do both.
Yeah, we can switch. You want me to go to
Yeah,
Scottsdale? All right, see you, Steamboat.
we can meet in the middle
Yeah.
somewhere. Vegas, whatever.
Okay, well, D, have fun out in Scottsdale. Hopefully you can get tickets to the Open Noise Management. That'll be fun.
Oh, I thought you were going. I thought you were in.
I'm working on it, dude.
I missed that.
He
Yeah.
said he didn't have tickets.
He's
I
been
thought he
working
was
on-
saying GA.
No, that's what they're offering. Yeah.
Oh.
You
I thought you
really
said
don't listen.
A guy with a guy.
You're going to be shocked, Brian, when I'm on the Golf Channel and ESPN commentating the entire round. That's what I'm
He
going
said,
to do.
did he mention it on the podcast?
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
All right, boys, have fun. Be safe out there.
All right, buddy. We'll
Okay.
talk to you. We'll see you in 2 weeks. We'll come back live. We might do something next week remotely, which will be fine. But if not, in 2 weeks, we'll have another Daddy D guest and chuck up another booking. This one will be interesting. So we got a lot of good questions.
Should be a good one.
Should we be as serious as the last time too?
No.
Yeah, all right.
I think we get a little personal.
Yeah,
I got some questions already thought of for this one. So
He's a good one. You guys will like it.
yeah, it'll be good. We got a lot of questions.
Okay.
So, all right, bud. Well, have fun out there and tell Peter we said hi.
We will. All right, guys. Be good.
See ya.
Bye.